Is Black Friday and Cyber Monday a scam, or is there a little bit more to it? Well, a couple of years ago, I made a video all about the history of Black Friday. Let's remind ourselves about what I said in some seriously wonky sunglasses.
Hi guys, it's Alex at Fightstorepro, and we want to forget about Black Friday. Basically because Black Friday sucks, but before we forget about it, I'm going to give you 3 semi-interesting facts about Black Friday historically. Number 1 fact, the first known instance of Black Friday actually had nothing to do with people running into a store to try and buy televisions. Oh no, it was actually to do with a gold market manipulation in 1869 by a guy called Jay Gould. Funny name. Anyway, when the market found out about it, they preempted it, flooded the market with gold, and it actually dropped 18%, and loads of people lost fortunes on that day. And it became known as Black Friday in 1869. But fast forward to 1951, so many American workers decided they fancied a sickie or a long weekend for the Thanksgiving weekend that they all decided to call in sick on the Fridays so that they extended their weekend. And that then became known as Black Friday. Again, nothing to do with buying televisions. Not that you could probably buy a television in 1951, I'm not sure about that. Anyway, last but not least, in the 1980s, so many retailers were operating in the red, i.e. they were in debt, for most of the year, and the last Friday or the last 2 weeks of November were the only weeks that they were actually operating in the black. So third Friday in November became known as Black Friday because they were operating in the black for the first time of that year. But what has it become? Well, in 2010-ish, the UK started to copy the Americans and decide that we had to discount everything at the end of November, making November an absolutely terrible month for retailers, where everybody would pretend to drop their prices so that everybody bought loads and loads of stuff at the end of November, and then creating an almighty rush.
So is Black Friday and Cyber Monday a scam? Well, it all really depends, doesn't it? And it depends mainly about what type of product we're talking about. I've joked a lot about televisions, but taking televisions, computers, mobile phones, anything technology related as an example, their models change very fast with the technology, so old stock needs to be cleared, probably needs to be cleared towards the end of the year in order to make way for new stock the next year, new models, updated technology which they're going to sell at an increased price. So clearing old stock at the end of the year makes perfect sense, so maybe there are some bargains to be had in those areas. But in areas like ours, where the equipment essentially doesn't change radically from year to year, it doesn't. It stays the same. So people who are jumping on the Black Friday, Cyber Monday bandwagon are having to manufacture a sale in order to stay with kind of a marketing front. And in that sense, it is a bit of a scam. Now, they might find some old stock that they've not managed to sell all year that they want to clear out and put a great price on it, but largely, most of the stock that you'll see around here isn't that way, by a simple ethos of delivering high value for the products that we present, and that value doesn't change whether it's the winter, the summer, the spring, or the autumn. So, the odd sale that we do have might be when we've got an overstock, but we're not going to be dictated to that everyone's having a sale on the run to Christmas, and we're not going to ruin the best retail months of the year to jump on a bandwagon. If you want excellent value, great advice, and to see the goods that you're buying, then Fightstorepro is a great place to visit on the run to Christmas.